Hi everyone, welcome to Learn English with Miss. In today's lesson, we will learn about flashback and foreshadowing techniques. So, what is flashback? What is foreshadowing? Today we will discuss the difference between flashback and foreshadowing. So, let's get started. Let's start by looking at the definition of foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is when an author mentions or hints at something that will happen later in the story. Now let's look at a few helpful hints. Try breaking the word foreshadowing apart. Fore means ahead. A shadow is a glimpse of something without the complete details. Now let's look at the definition of flashback. Flashback is when an author refers back to something that already took place in the story. And here are a few more helpful hints. Now, try breaking the word flashback apart. Flash is a quick glimpse. Back is a look back in the story at something that previously happened. And now you will see portions from the well-known children's story, Little Red Riding Hood. So let's get ready and look at a few examples. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mother. Her mother asked her to take her old and lonely grandmother some food one day. Don't stop along the way. Go straight to your grandma's house and back. Don't talk to any strangers and watch out for the wolf in the woods. Now get along. Now pause the video and jot down the text that includes the foreshadowing technique. Let's see how you did. So the underlined part where it says, don't stop along the way, go straight to your grandma's house and back, don't talk to any strangers, and watch out for the wolf in the woods. This is an example of foreshadowing. Great job. Let's keep going. The first set of underlined words is an example of foreshadowing. Little Red Riding Hood's mother is warning her about the wolf in the woods, which hints at what may happen next. Now, let's look at another example. While she was walking through the woods, a wolf was walking past her. I bet I could convince her to take the long way. Then I could get to her grandmother's house first and trick her into thinking that I was her grandma. That way I could have her and her grandma for a large feast, he thought. Now pause the video and jot down the text that includes the flashback technique. Let's see how you did. Do you see the underlined part? It reads, Little Red Riding Hood thought back to what her mother told her. Don't talk to any strangers and watch out for the wolf in the woods. And yes, that is an example of flashback. Great job. Let's keep going. So the second set of underlined words is an example of flashback. Little Red Riding Hood is thinking back to something that happened earlier in the story. Most know how the rest of the story ends. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma are saved from the wolf. Hopefully, you can understand foreshadowing and flashback now. Let's review. So, when an author mentions or hints at something that will happen later in the story, it is called foreshadowing. You guessed right. And when an author refers back to something that has already happened in the story, it is called, yup, flashback. Great job. In today's lesson, we learned about flashback and foreshadowing techniques. Thank you for watching and learning with me. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.